Hey, what's up everyone, it's JIMBO. Welcome back to the channel. In one of my last videos talking about the Harbor Freight, foam cannon, and microfiber towels, one of you commented and said, hey, have you seen the microfiber towels on a roll at Walmart? Which I hadn't. So I went on down to Walmart and didn't realize they had so many different options for microfiber towels on a roll. So in this video, we're gonna look at these, we're gonna use them, see if they're any good. I'm gonna use them on the inside of the car, outside of the car, and take them out of their packaging and see if they're worth purchasing. So I guess we'll get right into it. We'll start with the smallest one. This is their 180 GSM. This is actually the first one that I saw. It does come in two different colors, but you know, I didn't want to get all the colors, get too many towels, and then if the towels suck, what would I do, right? And so 180 GSM on this towel. It does come in this like dispenser, but this dispenser really isn't worth anything. So you can really, I guess, to throw that away. Kind of more of a hassle than anything, and most of them were even broken at Walmart. So, all right, this is a 75 pack. Like I said, it is the 180 GSM. So for me, this would be a towel that you would probably use, like, you know, mainly for interiors, for rims, so kind of a throwaway towel. And that's what's kind of nice about sometimes these cheaper towels, they can just be kind of throwaway towels. So nice gray color, big roll. What I plan on doing, and what I think any towel on a roll is really cool for, is at Harbor Freight they have those paper towel holders. And so putting one of these on like the side of your workbench or something like that, or putting one of those on the side of your workbench and then having tearaway microfiber towels, I think is this kind of a really cool hack. Nice, easy tear, doesn't shred, and it's small. I think this is a 12 by 12. Did it show the flag that was on it? Should look at that first. 12 by 12. So this is a 12 by 12. This is kind of where the microfiber towel on a roll started. I think at a smaller size like this, and this towel feels pretty quality. I don't love personally a small 12 by 12 towel because I like to fold my towels in fours like that, and so what you're left with is like a 4-inch, 3-inch square. Again, not that ideal for maybe detailing a car, but actually for having these in the car, maybe in your center console, or for quick spills or quick wipe downs. I do think there are uses for these. I actually prefer these at home. So I think microfiber towels are way better for home use than cotton towels or paper towels or anything like that. So that is the gray one. I like the color. We'll see how that one works. But again, a smaller towel, just not my favorite. And both sides are the same. So like on the Harbor Freight towels, we saw one side a little bit plush over side, and then or a higher nap, and then the other side have a lower nap. These are exactly the same. Edgeless, which is great. So happy we moved away from those silk edges and weird stuff like that. So I think these were... Before we get into the rest of the video, I want to let you know that the JIMBO's Complete Cabin Cleaner, the interior cleaner that I've been working on and developing right here on YouTube, is now available. It is ready and available in a 16-ounce ready to use, or you can get the gallon concentrated form as well. More info in the link below. But if you use code CCC at jimbosdetailing.com, you will get 20% off the brand new Complete Cabin Cleaner. I want to say about 20 bucks. Someone could correct me in the comments. 20, 25 bucks. They're all like 25 to 45 bucks, depending upon the size. So this may be a good everyday kind of throwaway microfiber towel. Have a couple in your car, center console, instead of having like napkins in your glove box. I should read the packaging before I just open. All right, moving on to the next one. This is 230 GSM. And I did watch a few videos on these towels, even though I didn't know Walmart had it. Before I did this video and doing my research, it does seem like their weight for the towels is fairly accurate in the other videos that I watched on this. So again, I got the yellow color just to be different, but these did come in a blue color, and I want to say a gray color too. I did have to find them on an end cap. They weren't with the regular detailing stuff. And again, it says you could use it for waterless wash, interior dusting, wax removal. And this is a 14 by 14 size. So let's see So kind of taken after the Costco. I appreciate that they put these little clips right here. It's a nice touch. They don't come unraveling. And that's another nice thing about the towels on a roll. If you had them, see how they start to slowly unroll. But if you had it on like a paper towel holder, I think it would be so much better, right? Be so much cooler. I guess you could reuse those clips. All right, this is the 14 by 14. Not as smooth as a pole there, but you could definitely tell how much plusher they are than the 12 by 12. How's that for a shot, right? So we're getting up there in the nap, a longer nap. And sometimes you want a longer nap, sometimes you want a shorter nap. Sometimes it's just preference. It doesn't necessarily mean that the towel is a better towel. In fact, sometimes a heavier nap, when we get up to like the 400s, we won't today, but you get up to like a 400 GSM towel, it feels really nice, it feels really plush, you want to sleep on it, but in practicality, when it comes to using it, it's too nappy, at least my preference, right? But from working trade shows and seeing other people with towels, every time they pick up like a 400 GSM towel, it's like, oh my gosh, the quality of this towel is just so amazing. When in reality, it's just plusher, right? There's just more weight to it. And in practicality, it doesn't always, at least in my opinion, in my preference, it doesn't always equal a better towel. Sometimes I like a lower nap. I like a low nap like this, just a bigger size, but we'll get to that. So good color, nice roll. Again, it's kind of coming unrolled, but better tearaway on that one. And this seems like another solid quality towel. Let me see if it... A little bit of linting, but very little. You're still going to get a little bit of linting from Costco microfiber towels. And honestly, anywhere you get microfiber towels, they tend to lint just a little bit. But that one really didn't lint that much when I ripped it open. So I think, in my opinion, another solid quality option for towels. What you would use this towel for, this you could probably use for coating removal. You could use it for application of something like tough as shell. You could definitely use it on the interior with like the complete cabin cleaner or an interior cleaner. You could use this to condition your leather seats. You could use this to apply a trim restoration product on the outside trim if you wanted to even fold it up even more. That maybe where a smaller towel maybe more helpful is if you didn't have an applicator, you could fold it up like this and you could apply your trim restore onto the towel. And because it's littler, it's not bunching up as much and it gives you much more flexibility and room to apply that trim restore product. And it's also darker, so that'd be cool. Good for drying dishes, good for wiping up countertops, good for anywhere around the home. You definitely probably wouldn't want to dry your car with this just because it's so little. But if your car was drying and you were adding, say, like tough as shell to the paint as you're drying it, that may be a perfect fit there. Moving on to the biggest option of the microfiber towels on a roll. This is the 300 GSM. And another thing I wanted to mention, every time you go up in GSM or weight or size of the towel, you get less towels. So we started at, how many were in this one? Like, I think this one was this something like 50 pack? Or this was a 50 pack, I think this was a 75, and then this one's also a 50 pack. This one is a 15 by 15, I think it said, 15 and a half. Or did I just see it? And then it went away. 15 and a half by 15 and a half. Right, so I haven't measured, Costco 16 by 16, but could be close. And it talks about what it's good for. So excellent with absorbency, excellent cleaning power, which I don't know how a towel in and of itself has cleaning power, but paired with something else. Polishing or buffing, durability, 50 plus washings, and gentle on the surface. So you would think that it would be like really excellent. It's interesting that the most excellent thing is the cleaning power, but marketing sometimes, So let's open this one. This one also does come with a handy dandy handle. I think that's just for when you're walking out the store. I don't think that's for anything. Maybe yes. But I could be wrong if I'm wrong. Someone's going to tell me in the comments, guys. All right. So definitely their biggest towel, and probably the towel I would reach for the most. Do the linting. Very little linting. I would say on par with everything else. And this one is a little bit higher nap on one side and a little bit flatter of a nap on the other side. I tend to like towels like this because I think I'll use the side with a thicker nap to like apply the product and then flip it over to the side, or have a secondary towel with the lower nap. It seems, in my opinion, to just not streak as much. And you could see the size of this towel just fits in your palm so much nicer, and is pretty much probably what you're used to. The weight of the towel doesn't feel much better, or this yellow towel, the 14 by 14, actually feels a little plusher than the 15.5 by 15.5. Let's call it 16 by 16 towel. But nonetheless, you're gonna get 50 of them. I think this was the most expensive at $45, if I could remember correctly. But honestly, just from first look and first feeling, all these feel amazing. Application for these, interior cleaning, these are gonna be all, I know some people in the videos that I watched said they wouldn't remove or level a coating with these. I don't see why not. I would totally level a coating with these. I think they're actually ideal if you're leveling coatings because they're throwaways. So you could level the coating, throw it away. You don't have to worry about using a super expensive towel to level your coating that you're gonna throw away. Obviously, if you have soft paint or you notice it scratching, you may want to try a separate towel. But I like a thin nap towel for coating leveling. So in my opinion, you really couldn't go wrong. If I were to repurchase, I would probably go for the bigger ones, strictly because the size. So I like a 16 by 16 or a 15.5 by 15.5 towel. I don't love the blue color, but it is a little different, sometimes using yellow. But I do think they had a gray color as well. So anyway, that's the first look. I think these towels are great. I want to apply them and use them on a car a little bit to see how they actually do absorb the product and if they are practical towels to use. So let's go do that now, and then I'll have my final thoughts in a little bit. So I got the towels outside, and I am using the JIMBO's new complete cabin cleaner, kind of just doing a maintenance final wipe on this car. And so I wanted to take the towels and see how they practically work. You can see why a small one, you just kind of lose the grip on it a little bit, but honestly, this towel works amazing. I think this is where I think this towel would really shine. You just have a few of these and you like tuck them in your little door panel, and then you have them in there, and it's not as bulky as like having one of the bigger towels. Even the bigger towels isn't too bad either, but I feel like you could have a bunch of these in your car, but you can see even with the cleaner on it, the fibers getting spread. And so I think this towel will break down quickly, or quicker than some of the other, but honestly, it does a really good job. Part of that is because how good the complete cabin cleaner is though. Let's try the next towel on another surface. We'll open this back door. So the next one was the blue one at a 14 inch. And again, same thing. So what I'm looking for and what I'm looking at is like, does the towel bunch up? Does it, does it get sticky on the panel? And then before you know it, you got like a blob of towel like this, right? You see that sometimes with towels. So the things I'm kind of looking for is like when it's nice and folded and it is kind of loaded down with product, what is it doing on the dry panel? Is it gliding across the panel, or is it getting bunched up? Again, for an interior, another solid option. I like that. Let's take, I jumped the gun. Whatever, we went smallest, biggest, and now we'll do medium. Let's do it on the other side of the car. Do it on this door panel. And again, I'm looking for the same things. I know this one's a little bit more plush, but like, it's not bogging up in my hand. See, this is why I don't like thick fiber towels, especially in interior. See how it's getting pushed down a little bit? It's not up as much. And that's where, especially on exterior of the car, you're going to get a lot of streaking, or you're going to get too much product saturation in one spot. But a lot of people reach for a really plush towel, and then they'll apply their last step protectant or their spray wax or their ceramic spray on the back of or on the car, and then they'll wonder why they're getting streaks with a product that normally doesn't streak. And I am getting a little lint left behind, which is another thing I was looking for with this yellow one, getting a little bit of lint left behind right in here. So this one may not be best for interiors, as it is kind of linting a little bit. But on the exterior cars, people wonder why they're getting streaking with the product, and then they're using a really high MAP, maybe a 400 GSM towel, and what they don't realize is all those fibers are collecting the spray in a certain point, certain part of their towel, and then they're oversaturated, and so they're getting streaks on the outside of their car. That's why I personally, my preference is a lower nap on the outside of the car. So let's get this car washed, and then we'll try the towels. We'll do that exact thing on this car. I'm gonna apply toughest shell on the outside, and so I'll wash it, and then we'll try out the towels on the outside of the car too. If you're looking for the best form of paint protection that's really easy to use, I would highly recommend the Jimbo's toughest shell, and that's what we're gonna be trying with the microfiber towels. Toughest shell is a ceramic spray coating, a water-based, doesn't streak. You could use it in direct sun and lasts up to 6 months. I use it often. So a couple sprays either onto the towel or directly onto the surface will do it, and it instantly starts to form a bond. And you can see why I don't love these small towels, because again, your hand is hanging over, but even with the small towel, I'm not getting any streaking or anything like that. Obviously there's swirls and stuff in the paint, but and this towel is gonna get saturated more often, and like I talked about, same rules apply with the interior as exterior. An oversaturated towel on the outside is gonna lead to streaking, okay? So that's the light one. I think it works fine. I wouldn't use this on the outside of the car. It just wouldn't be my preference. Now I'm gonna go in the right order this time. We'll go yellow towel. This one isn't my favorite. I think it works, but I don't know. I'm still getting used to it. So a couple sprays into the towel, one spray, and this is another thing about toughest shells. You could actually layer it instantly if you want, but again, giving it a smooth, actually, okay, I like this towel a little bit more on the outside of the car. But again, I'm not getting any streaking. The towel feels nice, it's not gumming up, even in the wind, covers most of my hand. Very, very smooth on the surface. I like that. All right, I like it more than when I first started using it. I think this is my favorite because I just don't like a high nap towel. How many times have I said that? Someone will let me know. All right, a couple sprays, toughest shell, a couple on the panel. And this one was a little bit grabbier, actually. Uh-oh, maybe eating my words here. All right, this towel's a little bit grabbier. Not as smooth as the yellow or the... Still not getting any streaking because toughest shell is just like that. All right, cool. So I like it. I think I'd go yellow towel. Need my detail reciprocal belt. I think I'd go yellow towel for applying something like toughest shell on the surface. I think that'd be my go-to on the outside. It seemed really nice, really slick, really smooth. I'll make sure to link this below too. It's been out for almost a year now, and just has phenomenal ratings. So yeah, I think I'd go yellow towel on application for the exterior. And that's that for this video. My honest opinion is I'm a big fan of these. I think if you're in the market and want to try out microfiber towels on a roll, each one of these serve a purpose, and I'm definitely going to keep them around, go through these rolls and kind of form my final opinions. But as you saw, anything from the outside of the car to the inside of the car, these are a massive win. So let me know if you tried them, and thanks for the recommendation for that person that recommended these in the previous video. So I'm glad I tried them. I'm glad I have them around. But let me know, have you tried these? Do you plan on trying them? And I will link everything below in the description, everything from Tub of Shell, the complete cabin cleaner, and these towels in the description below. So don't forget to check that out. And yeah, I'll catch you on the next video. See ya.